Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Qwebb with a trade review analysis talking about two trades that I was able to make on Friday, and I wanted to kind of go over them, kind of break down the setup, how I played it, what I was looking for, and all that. So let's get right into it. This picture is a picture of homework from Thursday night. And what I'm looking at here, I am identifying my support and resistance levels on the 15-minute chart. And I have them charted out right here. This would be the resistance, and this would be a support, next level down, and so on. Supports and then resistances above. When I am identifying my support and resistance levels, what I'm looking for is the size of the gap between the levels. So like this right here is a small gap. This is kind of like a medium gap. This was a larger gap. Another kind of medium one, medium, somewhat large, and large. But the immediate closest one to the current price is right here. So I identified this large gap last night during homework. And so I'm looking for the size of the gap between the support and resistance levels to see if it's going to be a bigger move or a smaller move between the two. And immediately this is the closest one that would be like a bigger move, followed by, if we were bullish, this would probably be the next gap for upside. The areas where it's a bigger gap are the ones to be more excited about and look forward to trading if the opportunity presents itself. So let's fast forward to Friday morning. That would be this picture right here. And this is that same gap from homework. This one right here is this one right here. So we did get that pullback today. Once it entered the gap right here, I looked for the retest to get an entry and join the continuation downside. So this arrow is pointing at the break of the gap. This next candle would be the retest to enter shorts, and then look for the continuation move down. We broke this support level, we retested for entry, and then we continued down. The exit target would be the bottom of the gap down here. And as you can see, this candle hit it perfectly. The next candle broke underneath it. But this was pretty much my exit target right here. And on the move down, I am I'm already kind of locking some profits in, trimming my position, and following it with a winning safety stop loss. So basically, the execution and this trade worked out perfectly. So I was very happy with this one. This was an early morning. I think this was at like 8. No, this was at 7, around 7, probably 7:05, 7:10 when this happened. And that was awesome because I was able to pretty much call it a day early on that one because I played a good size on that. So that's that one. This next trade is kind of a throwback to a technical setup that I used to trade a long time ago, and that is playing a reversal. Let me pull up the picture. That is playing a reversal based off a combination of indicators all stacked up together, and that tells me a direction. First off, what I noticed is that we were under the VWAP, the yellow line, which means bearish direction downtrend. Secondly, the M&Q was bouncing off of a support level around here, and making its way up towards VWAP to test it. Usually what happens is it'll push up, test VWAP, get rejected, and continue the downside trend. So I'm expecting a rejection off of VWAP, and this would be, when we get here, this would be an opportunity to enter shorts. Next, this whole like point of interest area has a lot of confluences going for it to tell me downside. We had the VWAP, we had the 50 moving average, we had a resistance level, and on top of that we had this 9 candle. The way this 9 works, so it's a sign of buyer or seller exhaustion, and when the candles are closing higher or lower than the previous 9 in a row, the 9th one is an indication for a change in direction. The 9 would be like the one that's important to pay attention to. I would never just play like a random 9 out in the middle of nowhere that's not combining with something else and like agreeing with something else. When it's at the same time as a resistance point is when I am more confident in the trade, in the direction of what's going to happen. So I was able to identify this bounce off support, retest of VWAP, retest of 50 moving average, a resistance level, and a 9. So this would be like an A+ setup, all this happening right here. Enter on shorts, and target would be back down to this support level. I played this one kind of smaller just because I had that nice win earlier, and this was I believe this was at like 8:55 a.m. Pacific time, so this happened like an hour after, or like an hour and a half after that first one, and I just sized light because I didn't want to risk losing my already gains for the day. But yeah, this was an entry for shorts, and then ride it down. I trimmed here, but I was able to have my safety further up with some breathing room for the target. We hit the target and we broke down, and then the next candle also continued down, but I was pretty much already out because that was where I just felt like exiting. And you could see afterwards this next smaller gap support just kind of bounced and chopped around here a little bit. So I feel like that was a another one of those well executed trades that I was very happy about. And after that I just closed the charts, and I was done for the day and just did other things with my day, like errands, you know, stuff around the house, whatever. But those are the two trades I wanted to go over in a video format and talk about. That concludes this. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you're having a good weekend, and I will see you Sunday night for my next homework chart posting to get us ready for the week. All right, take care. Have a good one, guys.